So Tom, you spoke very passionately after the defeat at Port Vale. What's the mood been like since then?
The mood's not well. The mood was exactly how I predicted it would be. Everyone's positive. Everyone's pulling in the right direction. We're all together. We're all looking forward to Saturday to put on a positive performance and hopefully get the 3 points. And with a view to doing the same on Tuesday night.
Yeah, you mentioned it there. It's those 2 home games back to back, isn't it? They've really got to be 2 wins, haven't they?
Yeah, they have to be. But we can only just take it game by game. We have to go in and prepare for Saturday like it's the last game of the season. Do or die, like I said previously. So it's all geared and focused towards a big performance on Saturday afternoon.
So how frustrating was it last Saturday to concede so late after such a solid performance, to say the least? It was a good performance.
Yeah, it was a good performance. I feel like we've been there so many times this season, and it then creeps into the back of your mind when you're getting into the 80th, 85th minute of cover, like we can see this one now. But it's always in the back of your mind that something like that can happen. We need to be more resilient in those situations and deal with the ball better. And the goal's so avoidable. We've watched it back. So it was a positive performance and a brave performance again, but it counts for nothing because we came away with 0 points.
So it's catch-22, isn't it? How do you stop feeling that way, sort of 80 minutes into a game, thinking, "Oh no, we're going to concede," or it's going to be 1-0 again? Because you stop that by it not happening, don't you?
Yeah, you do, yeah. And that's the issue that we face is we probably should go 1-0 up beforehand, so then you're not in that position. But I watched a game they played on Tuesday night, and they had more chances against Barrow than in one half than they did in the full game against us. So then you kind of scratching your head thinking, "Oh, why is it always us?" But we have to do more. I think the goal's avoidable, like I said. Little mistakes that we've been punished for. So I think it's just concentrating on the minor details, especially when you're fatigued. I mean, we put a lot in. The pitch was big. The way we play, we're dynamic, and we go places and try and outwork them. And I think we did. But when it comes to that last 5-10 minutes, you have to realise the situation we're in and give that 1-2% more to ensure that you get what you deserve in a game of football.
And that "why is it always us" mentality, you've just got to get that out of your head, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly that. And I wouldn't say it's crept into our mentality, but I think when you reflect on a game, you're kind of like, not again. But during the match, you've got to understand the position, situation that we're in, the football club's in, the supporters are in, that have paid good money to come and see us. And you have to dig in and you have to do all you can. Look, I've made mistakes this season. I think everyone's made mistakes. It's now about sticking together and going again for the next few games and giving us the best chance of staying up come the last 4 or 5 games.
I know it might be a bit obvious, but you're now bottom of the table after Tuesday night's result. Does that make things any worse or not?
Psychologically, it probably does to some lads. Others probably not. I don't think it affects the way we prepare, and it doesn't matter if we're bottom or second, bottom, we're still going down. We have to concentrate on catching the teams above us. We'll have a target that we need to reach. It doesn't really matter where we are at this current stage. It matters where we are come the 3rd of May. So. That for me, obviously, like for a pride, you don't never want to be bottom of the league, but I think you have to just ignore that for the time being and concentrate on the next game and get 3 points and then move on to Tuesday.
And Swindon, who you've got on Saturday, they're a really good example, aren't they, of a team that's pulled away. When you played them at their place, they were right in the mix at the bottom as well, weren't they?
Yeah, I might be mistaken, but I feel we go ahead of them on that day when we beat them. So and then you see the points they've accumulated since then compared to us, and you kind of at a loss to how that's happened, because I don't think many times this season I've came away and thought we've been miles off it there. We've not competed, we've not been in the game. Yet we fell on the wrong side of the fine lines too many times. I felt we went there in horrendous conditions and outbattled them and outplayed them in certain areas. But they got momentum, and they've took the chances when they've had them, and now they find themselves wherever they are on the table. So I think it's obviously credit to them, because I remember coming away from Swindon that day and thinking, that's a tough place to be for them at the minute. I mean, the crowd turned on them after 20 minutes. They were jeering substitutions, and so fair play to them. They've done what it took to turn it around. So, but we've got to go and understand the situation we're in on Saturday and capitalise on the fact that maybe they're not scotting for their lives anymore, and we are.
You had a lot of positive words for the supporters after Saturday's game. They've got a big role to play, haven't they, in the next couple of games at home?
Yeah, no, a lot of people probably think it's cliche, but I've never witnessed the level of support and understanding for the situation that we're in. I really deeply feel for what they're going through. It shouldn't happen, especially it shouldn't happen to a football club like this, where it means so much to people. It's a tight knit community. The club's a special football club, and I've only been here 8-9 months, and I can feel that from the people in the stands to the people who work just behind that door. It's an honour to work with them and work for them, and I'll never ever take it for granted the position I'm in at the minute, and the opportunity I have to do something for them that they'll never forget.
Get money for your old phone, MazumaMobile.com.